Hello, everybody. My name is Erin. I am the rescue simmer. You are watching the next episode of the 100die Fundie Baby Challenge, a series in The Sims 4 where we take the 100 Baby Challenge to weird culty Fundie church. Happy Thursday, everybody. Y'all, I think I hear wedding bells. The Fosters actually left last night. They must have had a late flight to catch because they're no longer here today. They were not able to get officially engaged, but like I said, they're promised. They are courting, so the assumption is that they are going to be getting married. You guys had some great feedback last time. I so appreciate you for it. Oh, let's not watch the child shower. That's weird. Mama is just getting everything ready. She is the first to rise along with her, at this point, middle son at home, at least. Actually, I think Onyx is their middle son. He's only their second son, so that's outstanding. It is homeschool day. Today we are just going to treat this like a homeschool day, guys. Tomorrow, I think we're getting married. So we're going to get the kids done with their homeschool stuff. Once that is out of the way, then we will re-invite Lonnie and one of her family members, I'm not sure which at this point. I'm thinking I would love it to be Kai, to come back with her. They would recognize Kai as a male, and so Kai would only be referred to by them as as he, him pronouns. Disrespectful as far as our understanding of gender goes, inexcusable to do anything else as far as their understanding of gender goes. Not great, not outstanding, but this is the understanding that they're working with. So this is how Kai would be treated. Plumbite and their sister Rose are sleeping. They had a pretty late night, so it'll be interesting to get them up. I think Plum is going to have to help clean, have to help teach, definitely have to help their mom quite a lot. Mom came into the boys' room just to talk. Look at this little man. He is getting himself, Blue. He is getting himself what little education he has been given. Onyx is a B student, and that is my fault because there's a lot of Mondays and Fridays that we haven't been able to go to. But this is kind of reflective of their education. Really, after about 7th grade, there's a very famous Fundie family that didn't put much into the education of their children. So sorry, kiddo. I do apologize. You're a smart kid, but I just don't think you were invested in that way. Oh my gosh, stop. Look at what Beth did. She went and autonomously set this table. Her husband is looking very dapper, if I do say so myself. Beth is cleaning up some dishes. Her youngest son is up. So we're going to be, excuse you, you need that. Thank you. So we're going to be working with poor Danny. Danny needs help in his skills. Danny's communication currently is like level 1. His thinking is level 1. His imagination and potty are a little bit better. His movement is actually up pretty high. I'm sorry, dude. You are one of the middles of your parents that have had too many children and not enough time. Even with all the help from Plum, there's just no way. There's just no way that they can do all of this. Oh, sir, you cannot do dishes. You stop that right now. We are instead going to set you to harvest all of these beautiful plants that the Watcher has given you. I am on purpose not showing you guys the sanctuary today. Very excited with what we've been able to do for it. The boys are set to go outside and do their chores so that the anatomical females may clean up after them and then get education started. Guys, I need to address something. I have had aging off, and it's because on the day that I stopped aging, Onyx was set to age up, but I wasn't ready for him to. Earbuds have been added to James's inventory. Well, that is handy dandy because I can tell you what, we do not believe in something as sinful as listening to earbuds. No, thank you. So we're going to get those set down. We'll sell them. We can profit off of them. We just can't use them. Speaking of Onyx, just a few minutes ago, he got a hatchable egg. So excited. We've set that in there to hatch. It's just occurring to me now that our hens and rooster and our sheep and goat don't have names, and I had asked you guys for names. I do like the naming category of books of the Christian Bible. I think that's really funny. This is a rooster, so we will call this rooster Genesis. Genesis is the seed that will start it all, this line. Brown hen, Clara is a cute name, but you, miss, are going to be dubbed Exodus. Wait, Exodus. Oh, I love it. Here's our white hen. Leviticus is spelled that way. I just Googled it. Because we have a black goat, I do not follow horror stories. I'm a weenie, so I don't really consume horror media, but apparently there is a black goat named Phil, so I will make an exception for that. Thank you for that suggestion. I'll call this black goat Philip. If you know, you know. There is a white mini sheep. Oh, Poppy's such a cute name. And we can call you Numbers. So Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Philip. Or Phil. So that means little Deuteronomy is hatching right now. I will be very interested to see if Deuteronomy is a hen or a rooster. Look at us potty training our son. Very happy about that. So we're just going to get a lot of the daily stuff, daily grind stuff done. And she's going to go ahead and talk to her son. An unwelcome present. I got a present that I think is dumb. I want to trade it with a friend or give it back. Can I do that? That present was for you. Be grateful. That would absolutely be Fundie advice. It's interesting that Jasper's parenting is so low. His skill is so low that he only gets one choice. If it had been his mother that he asked, Onyx would have gotten, I think, 3 choices. But Jasper's advised Onyx, affecting his character values. So his manners increased. The Fundies would love that. Empathy decreased. Why would we need that? Actually, Fundies are fairly empathetic people. That's part of why this control works. They're just taught that if they're too empathetic, then they may become too desensitized to the world and be led astray. So they are very guarded against their empathy toward anything other than their own situations. Rosie is finally up. Let's take a look at her skills. She's really lagging behind. She is almost there in her imagination, which is great. She's got some movement skill. She needs communication and thinking. Oh, girl, I'm so sorry. Plum, why don't you come and actually talk with your sister instead of just trying to, whoa. Oh my goodness, that was Jasper that gave the parenting advice. Oh my goodness, Jasper is a full-grown adult. Look at your dog, go get your dog. So it's great that he's building some parenting skill. We'll bring Onyx on in just to read. He's wanting some fun. I don't know how much fun that's going to be for Onyx. Oh no, the mail's been delivered. What did we get? You look just as unhappy to deliver what I expect to be bills as I am to get them. So thank you for that. I feel kindred spirit with you. Dad is just in here chilling with his plants. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to set him to open his seasonal summer packet. Ooh, look at that. And winter packet and spring packet. We only got one fall packet. I'm just interested to see what crops we get. Maybe our extras can go to our son to set up his own household. That would be really awesome. Ooh, all the crops. Look at all the crops. Look at us. Well, the flowers we can pretty much sell. I don't have to worry about keeping those. I don't know what we have to get from the mailbox, but that scares me. It didn't tell me that it was bills, so it's probably not. But still, always got to keep grinding. I do see that we got some lemons. That's nice. The rest of this stuff, I really do think that we can just sell. Also, let's sell these earbuds. Perfect. We got a family to pay for. Meanwhile, guys, Jasper's socially awkward. These Sims may struggle with certain social situations, can have a hard time communicating with others while they're nervous around groups of unfamiliar Sims. They thrive when surrounded by familiar faces. So I think that that's actually a pretty great description of Jasper. He's had laid on him the heart of a missionary, I think. Of course, his first responsibility is to provide for his family, but he is raised that by submitting to the Watcher's will, or what he interprets as the Watcher's will, that his family will be provided for. So he's always lived pretty close to the belt with his family. And to be honest, he's no stranger to suffering, to going without. It's not that he doesn't want to provide. It's that he's taught that any going without is pretty, oh, sir, you cannot do that. I will let you practice writing though, because you have all sorts of inspirational works to do. You know that your intended loves books. So he's very excited by Lonnie's love of reading because he can already see her as being this very inspirational woman. She's got this outstanding testimony about her coming to the Watcher and the true way of the Watcher, because there are mainstream Watcherites, but they all know that the Fundie Watcher lifestyle is how truly convicted Watcherites should live. Oh my gosh, this is why Danny's movement skill is so high. It's because his dad really does love playing with him. James is he's a good dad in the ways that he allows himself to be. He's genuinely interested in his kids. He just wants what he views as best for them, along with Beth. But alas, little boy has to go get his shapes taught by Plum, and Rose is going to be taken over by her mother. They're all going to be doing this in the the homeschooling, the teaching in the kitchen. And Onyx, my man, it is time. You are so ready to age, my sir. I am so excited for Onyx to be able to age finally into a teen. Come on, buddy. I think we're stuck. I think we're just a little stuck. Oh my gosh, Opal is calling James while I'm waiting for Onyx to age. I think that's what was pausing it. Yeah, we're going to talk to our sister. He's a man. He is almost a man of his own household. He's not really under their authority anymore. So you talk to, he's been wanting to talk to his sister anyway. I can imagine that there is going to be just a ton. Did we not age up? Okay, well, that's disappointing. You're going to have to fix that. And you can bet that James is very much paying attention to who Jasper is on the phone with. It could be Lonnie, but he doesn't think so. Maybe it's a travel agency because he keeps Whoa! Opal has spread some juicy gossip about Joseph. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you guys. I would be so interested to know what gossip she spread. I was trying to get a thumbnail shot, but your fist is literally through your brother's head. There we go. Perfect. Onyx has finally aged up. All right, my dude, you were a lazy child. What other trait? You're a vegetarian. Oh no, my gentle soul, Onyx. I have such this tender-hearted feeling about Onyx. Ever since I saw him pushing past Plum's really harsh quips at him over at Amy's house, I just think that he's such a sweet kid. And we're gonna pick an aspiration for this child. There are 16 options, so I'm gonna be asking my phone to pick a number between 1 and 16.
5.
Ooh, so we got number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Buddy, what an appropriate Fundie aspiration. Pick a number between 1 and 4.
3.
1, 2, 3. He wants to be a super parent. Aw, what a sweet guy. So he just wants to make sure that his kids are very successful, which is such a Watcher Fundie man thing. That's something that he is supposed to want as a male. Welcome to teenhood, sir. Oh my goodness, you are very angsty with that hair. Love that for you. Guys, we have a makeover to do. All right, Onyx Joseph, our newly christened teen. Before we get into his hair and clothing makeover, very first, guys, comes our gender and orientation roles. I'm excited. You guys, actually, we discovered something with Plumbite, and you'd pointed it out, and I absolutely agree with it. I feel like, and you guys feel like, that Plumbite's gender role should have come first. Because the way that the gender and sexuality roles ended up, Plumbite is a same-sex attracted sim who is transgender. Now, because of the order of that, we're interpreting Plumbite as a transgender sim who is attracted to females, but it could have also been interpreted that Plumbite is a transgender sim who is attracted to males because they actually identify as a more masculine gender. So we're learning and we are adapting. So gender roles are going to come first in my game from here on out. I also would like to probably do gender roles on the child role. But for now, like I said, gender roles get a 1 out of 10 chance that they could be something other than the gender that they were assigned at birth. So without further ado, Pick a number between 1 and 10.
3.
All right, so Onyx gets a 3. Our 1 out of 10 number for Onyx to be a transgender sim would be 7. So because he rolled a 3, he identifies as a male. He is cis. So he would keep a masculine frame. He would keep masculine clothing preferences. He can get others pregnant. He does not produce milk, and he uses the toilet standing. Now for his sexual orientation rolls. And again, this is fairly low. This is going to be a 1 out of 10 roll. Show me a number between 1 and 10.
1.
All right, so he rolled a 1, so he is straight. So in that case, Onyx would be attracted to women, not men. Onyx would not be exploring romantically, and Onyx would be interested in mess around with women. If Onyx had rolled the number 7, then we would roll to see any variations within these. For his own simplicity, I am glad that he rolled the rolls that he did. He's going to have a lot less existential questioning. But I must say, I really like our gender and sexuality non-conforming sims quite a bit. I love our straight ones too, but I get closer to the ones that are, they're going through some stuff. So first things first, this blue hair. Oh, and makeup. Oh, buddy, that is not going to work. Let's get that makeup off you. And I think I really do like this hair quite a bit, but I do wonder if it's too long for the IBLP. I think this is what he had as a child. Ooh, and this is from the Home Chef Hustle kit. I like it a lot. I'm using it. We've got a cottage living vibe kind of going on here, and I don't think I'm going to correct it too much. Now, this is his everyday, so I think I am going to just go a little cooler with it. Now, Onyx is a black stone, so I'm going to set that color parameter. It is winter right now, so I do like this for his everyday wear. Let's get him in some nice conservative jeans. Certainly nothing with rips or tears. Ah, there we go. A little bit more Western. He's a country kid after all. Let's get you into some boots, my sir. And I'm really kind of feeling a cowboy hat for him. Ah, here we go. Maybe not. He looks a lot older with that on. Yeah, we'll back off it a little bit. So maybe he just doesn't have a hat. Maybe he just rocks the boots. What a dapper gentleman. This young man is all dressed up with nowhere to go. I think this is probably as dressy as he's going to need. Oh, for your athletic wear. I'll get him in something like that for his athletic wear top. We're going to have to make sure we are covered head to foot. That's pretty good. Let's get him out of those pink shoes. His family could never. I think that looks pretty good for his athletic. On to his sleepwear. I'm wondering if we have a black swatch in this. We really don't. And we don't really have a gray one either. So my tried and true is going to have to switch. I'm so upset. But we do have black in this. There we go. That gets you nice and securely in your black color. I still think it's hilarious that our lightest featured sim, like he's the only one of the kids that has Beth's blonde hair, is Onyx. I think that's so funny. Got him some nice slippers, party wear. Oh, sir. Oh, those pants. This is what I've come up with for his church outfit. It's a little casual, but again, they're out in, they're out in the boonies. They are out in rancher country. I think that this would be pretty nice to be able to do. Oh, swimwear, sir. You cannot have all that jewelry because we know that if you have jewelry, then you might not be as much of a man as you think you are. Do you have this in all of your... You do. He has makeup in all of his outfits. Let me get that off of you. So there we go. Now that the potential crisis was averted, we can move on. This is a lot of designs on his shorts, so I don't think that they would like that. This is an option, I think, that could work. Oh, these are nice and plain. I think that they would probably go with that, even though they are a little short. Oh, he could wear a swim shirt, although that's very form-fitting, and we wouldn't want to trap the eye, This can kind of pass. It's not, black, but it covers everything. It's fine. We get the picture. And he can wear sandals. This is kind of cute for his hot weather wear. Ooh, there's this from Cottage Living. I don't hate that at all, actually. The Sims doesn't think that pants are for hot weather, but we are here to tell them different. Our modesty standards must be upheld. And of course, we're going to get him in boots, his cowboy boots to be exact. And I'm going to put some little socks under his feet. This time I do think I am going to give him a hat at least. Oh, I am really not a fan of the way that he looks in hats. We'll give him a gray one. You know, it'll at least be something different to look at. Now, cold weather wear. I love this from the Horse Ranch pack. Got to cover those hands and get ourselves our cowboy hat. It doesn't really cover our ears, but I reason that it's warmer somehow. And then, of course, you guys, no Fundie teen would be complete without a purity ring. So purity rings are something that they wear to pledge themselves to be pure until marriage. This is very common in most Watcherite cultures. At least for a time it was, to pledge that you were not going to, you're going to leave some things for marriage, right? But in Fundie culture, it's even more exaggerated than that. So they're even pledging to do things like not kiss, not sit with their arms around each other, not, it's very, very controlled. All of it's very controlled. That does not belong on your fingers, sir. Only room for purity rings here. Thank you. And this is to be set as a daily reminder. It's also a pledge that he's compulsed to take. So he would probably have been raised. This is a great honor and he would be seeking this out, but we all know the right answer here. So this is our very handsome Onyx. I will say that the Josephs produce some great looking kids. And while we're here, I think probably that we can graduate Jasper from this trucker's hat to a cowboy hat. He is a full-grown adult now. He's about to start his life. We also, I think, need to make sure that his wedding attire is on point. All right, I'll go with the traditional black suit here, and then maybe we'll do like a boutonniere. A nice red rose. I think that would be a great touch. And with that, guys, I think both Jasper and Onyx are ready to face the world. Oh my goodness, look at our boys. They're all grown up. Don't they look related? Like, oh my gosh. I will say Onyx looks so much like his dad. He has his dad's profile for sure. I think that Jasper probably looks in facial features more like Beth. But otherwise, you guys, I think it's time to plan a stay over with Lonnie. We could have a nice evening wedding. I would like to have Kai over because he's the other anatomical male in their family. Lay, we've already met. Lay is not excited about us. You know what? Kai is going to be coming specifically because Mr. Foster and Mrs. Foster are having to talk for sure. They're worried about Lonnie and her future and her zealousness for this. They know that the Josephs are nice Sims, but they believe some weird stuff. And that scares them for her because really her options are to be a wife, mother, and homemaker. That is all she gets to do with her life. And she gets to be happy about it. Oh, Miss Lonnie is here. She is looking great with her little Fundie makeover. We did this on stream, you guys. I imagine that Beth and Lonnie, like for us, this is really sad because she had a lot of, she had a lot of color and vibrancy and personality in her wardrobe, but yay, reach thinking level 2, perfect. For them, I think this would be a very tender moment. Miss Joseph taking Lonnie under her wing, taking the color out of her hair, maybe dyeing her hair back the color that she stripped, and then it would just grow in naturally. They kept the long hair. I'll tell you what, James and Lonnie have had to do quite a lot of talking and praying. There has been so much. Just going back and forward, they were very worried that Lonnie's family were not going to approve the match. And they've had to have some conversations going back and forward. Lonnie's parents love her very much, that they don't agree that this is where her life needs to be taking her, but that they love Lonnie and trust Lonnie ultimately, and that this is her decision to make. There was, I think, a moment of panic that, hi Kai! There was a moment of panic that Lonnie's parents' lack of enthusiasm for this meant that they were forbidding it, and they said no, that they don't believe they have the power to forbid her to marry. And so the Josephs are just interpreting that as approval. So Plum is meeting Kai for the first time, has welcomed Kai. I think that Plum is going to be talking about homeschooling with Kai and asking about that spot on Kai. I think that Plum is probably going to be picking Kai apart. I think Kai has longer hair, but is right now presenting as male. Male with flower pants, and that's going to be closer to trans than anything that Plum has ever seen before. But I think Plum is going to try to have this like uneasy relationship and feel Kai out a little bit. But Plum is intrigued. Let's jeer. I think that Plum would absolutely jeer. Look at Onyx. Aw. Aw. I thought that would be sort of like fun, like a funny thing. Let's brush Kai off. Kai is being so nice. I think Plum is like, look, I know what you're about. I don't like it. So off of that beautiful moment, why don't we have Jasper... Oh, throw your trash on the ground, sir. Why don't we have Jasper finally pop the question to Lonnie? So after everything, praying to the Watcher, all of the things that they've had to overcome as a couple, they are good and engaged. That smooch did not happen. That did not happen. That would not be allowed to happen in Fundie courtships. Jasper just got engaged to Lonnie. All right. And in true form, Jasper's going to ask his father to officiate the wedding. James is a bona fide pastor, so he would be a-okay in their eyes to do this. Oh, what a great idea. Oh, I love this so much. Okay, so this is a very special moment for him. His boy, his golden boy, is getting married, and he gets to officiate. That's very, very special. Jasper's also going to go over and ask his little brother to be his best man, so he's going to be the sim of honor at this wedding. Oh, what a special moment for them. And you know what? This is what weddings are going to be for these kids. Like, they will be in their sisters' and brothers' weddings, and they will be looking forward to all of this. Look at how happy Beth is. Aw. Let's discuss our favorite recipes with our daughter-in-law, and we're going to discuss world peace with our daughter, because Beth has realized some very concerning things about Plum. Plum also is going to have to start courting. So maybe not this episode, but next episode, we are for sure going to have to go around to the community. I'm sorry, ma'am. Why are you out of our property line? Oh my goodness, the neglect, you guys. She's exhausted too. Why don't you come get your daughter, James? Oh my gosh, she's so cold. Like, look at this. It's snowing outside, although it's heating up. Oh, she's coming to see Blue. Blue is looking so gray, you guys. Oh, speaking of that, let's pause it here because I had turned aging off, and I did promise that I would show you guys how to do that because I'd had a question in the comments. So thank you. If you guys are ever confused about how to do anything, I have no problem showing you. So we're going to go into the options menu, and we're going to go to game options. It's under this side menu here under gameplay, and it will say auto age played households, and I have it put to no. So I am going to put yes. It'll ask what lifespan I want them on, and I want it on normal. It'll ask to auto age unplayed households, and I'm going to say yes. So I'm going to apply these changes, and then those changes are saved, and we are good to go. I wonder how much longer Blue has with us. It's definitely something that is on my mind because dogs and cats in The Sims are not elders for long. I've been thinking about this a lot and wanted to ask if you'd like to live together. Oh no. So I think what Lonnie is asking is like, okay, we're engaged and I've not been allowed to kiss you this whole time. I can't even really hold your hand. Can we get this show on the road? I am so afraid that they're going to get a negative relation. But look, I don't think this is the right time right now. After much deliberation, Jasper doesn't want Lonnie to move in with him right now. Okay, he does. He does. Should we just plan this wedding? Should we do that? Let's plan a wedding event, you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I actually thought this was going to happen tomorrow, but I'm thinking this is going to happen now. So we're going to be doing a wedding ceremony. Bride and groom are these two, as it should be. Sim of honor. Wasn't that... Oh, I messed up. Okay, never mind. I don't want two officiants. I want you to be the sim of honor. Well, I don't think there's any help that can be had for it, unfortunately, right now. So I would have loved for Onyx to be the sim of honor, but I just don't think that can happen. Oh, I'm so bummed. No sim of honor, but we will have our dad as our officiant. We aren't really going to need much for anything else. It's just going to be a simple ceremony. We're not going to do the whole shebang because as much as we love Jasper, he is not our heir. So we're just going to keep this as an in-house family affair because as much as the Josephs are quite loving Sims, right? They know how this looks. So they know that these are not Watcher Fundies. They don't really have much of a church going right at this second. And to be honest, I think the Josephs are breathing a sigh of relief that this is sort of a silver lining. Because as thrilled as they are that Lonnie has converted, they are not really thrilled with the in-laws. So I'm thinking Amethyst could probably come and her husband Mateus, because they are still professing to be Watcher Fundies and they're related to us. So that's okay. So we've got our guest list. We have our officiant. We have our bride and groom. I think really the only thing we have to do is walk down the aisle, do a spousal kiss, and then where's the exchanging vows? Exchanging vows. I'm actually worried about walking down the aisle because Lonnie is not in our household. So let's do our stuff. So Lonnie is in this beautiful little number. We don't need a wedding cake. I won't set a dress code, and we're going to do it at the Joseph residence. So this is, oh my gosh, this is happening like right now. Yes. Okay, here we go. Everybody looks so pretty. Kai looks outstanding. Kai is probably the best dressed sim here, I just want to say. Oh, and it matches Plum. That's awesome. So Kai has two outfits. One is much more gender fluid, and there's this outfit, which is loud. The Fundies are not going to be happy with that. Don't get me wrong. And Kai did not bother to tie their hair back. Kai did not bother to cut their hair. So that's going to be enough. But I can imagine that Lonnie looked at Kai and said, look, I want you here. I know mom and dad aren't thrilled with this, but you're my buddy, you're my pal, you're my best friend. And can you just, it's sad, but can you just sort of button it up to support me in this lifestyle? And I think Kai is incredibly hurt, but it looks like Kai chose the outfit that was more traditional as far as gender goes. So I think that is a lot of self-sacrifice from Kai that Kai really didn't need to do. Nobody needs to tell Kai how to dress. But anywho, let's have everybody gather at the show. Plum is not thrilled with this. Plum is like, I am not super happy with anything right now. Bye, Blue. He's just chilling out. Oh, here they go. We've got the church all done up in Jasper's red. We've got Dad leading the ceremony. Oh, you guys, look at them. Oh my gosh, she's crying. You know what? It's been a lot to get here for her. And you will notice that they went a little bit more out for Jasper's nuptials. This is their boy. This is their baby boy. That is getting married. They are very, very proud in this moment, especially considering that Lonnie is a convert. Oh, look at them. Dad is doing a great job of officiating. I'm not focused on literally anyone else. Oh, look at them. Oh, yes, this is their first kiss. Dad is sobbing. Dad is absolutely sobbing. Look at them. Dad is just beside himself. Oh, look. Well, you know what? Mom and Dad and Amy and, everyone came, everyone saw. Jasper's got to use the bathroom. Okay, great. The excitement was getting to him just a little. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at everybody. I don't know what they were doing. Oh, Mateus. You know what? We have to do a catch-up stream with them. Look at the hugs. I can imagine that this is so hard for Lonnie's family. Lonnie is so in love with Jasper. That's sincere, but she's young. They both are. Let's actually have their first kiss. They're married now. They can do this. This is probably a very special moment for Jasper, that first kiss. Lonnie's almost certainly had one before. So, there we go. All right, guys, let's end this. It's time for the... Just married. Congratulations on your new marriage. Would you like to move in together now? Yes, we would. So for right now, I'm going to move them in together. And right now, they're officially a part of the mission trip household. But let's pause it here. We're going to fix that. Let's go up to our manage worlds. Here's our mission trip locals. Let's transfer Sims between households. And we're going to create a new household. So this is our first Josephs that are going to be moving out with that name. I do think that they'll get like a little small amount to set them up. Jasper would have had to approve his financial readiness in order for this to happen. So we are going to do that. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. We forgot a very important member of the household. Blue is coming with Jasper. Onyx has recently taken over Blue and his care, but Blue is more Jasper's dog. So Jasper and Blue and Lonnie are going to be starting a life together. And I think our Josephs are also going to be contributing some starting funds to the newlywed couple. With that, you guys, we have 2 free household slots, and I'm going to move these guys into a lot. Let me just turn on free real estate and pop them in where they're supposed to go. As you can see, there is a bracing breeze lot trait. There is also the on the ley line lot trait because these guys are fundies. They let the watcher decide how many children they have. We have no need for birth control. Oh my gosh, I just popped back into this lot, you guys, and I see daddy and daughter having a moment. I think Joseph is going to lecture Plum about their responsibilities. Listen, young lady, you have put off courtship long enough. I certainly want you to be ready to get married, but I think it's just about time. You've had so much training under your mother. You know how to get this done. You have had quite the watcherly example. I really expect you to start stepping up. I think Plum just knows. They're like, yeah, Dad, I'm for sure. I'm going to do that. Definitely. I'll get on it. I think that Plum is probably open to kind of a sham courtship to get her parents or to get their parents off their back. But, yeah, I can't foresee Plum maybe going all the way through with it. I think Plum has their own plans for what's going to happen, reinforced by Opal. So Plum's just going to go cook some more. It's 10 p.m. Oh my goodness, you guys. So everybody has to get to bed. Ooh, Mrs. Joseph is already ahead of us. She is exhausted. She's had a day, you guys. She is, her 3rd baby is out of the house. She is feeling the empty nest, I think. She's kind of napping to catch up. Her husband is going to grab some sustenance. She's got her kiddos that are heading themselves to bed. Guys, I know that we are not focused on their household right now, but I can't wait to stream this Saturday because we're going to do a Where Are They Now for Jasper and Lonnie. And then we won't spend, I don't think, honestly, too much time over in that household. I think we're going to be catching up with Opal. making sure that Opal's, spot where they are in life is ready to help any sibling, plum bite, that we might need to. Look at James being such a supportive guy. He's like, my wife is exhausted. And I would like to make a baby tonight. So I'm just going to clean up dishes. I think Mr. Joseph is going to go put the moves on his wife. They've had such a day. And to be honest, they're quite proud. They're quite proud parents that, yes, 2 of our 3 are happily settled in marriages, or they think happily settled in marriages. We're such great parents. We're doing what the watcher wills. Let's go and put more little perfect souls onto this earth. And I think that Beth is totally on board with it. Let's see. How is everyone aging right now? Oh, it would have been Beth's birthday in 3 days. Could get pushed out if she gets pregnant. Wow. So Danny, Rose, and James are all aging up on Wednesday. I'm thinking that Mom is probably going to age up that day too. Oh my goodness. And Mom and James are only going to be adults, you guys. Like, they are still young adults. They are still young adults. They're at the very tail end of it. But oh my gosh, that is just crazy to me. Oh my goodness. They're doing a whole lot of affection out in front of their daughter. Yeah, guys, go ahead. Take that on into the bedroom. Y'all, if Bethy is able to get pregnant, I don't think we have the on the ley line trait on. So I'm hoping it's just a singleton, just one baby. But put in the comments below how many babies we're thinking it's going to be, whether they're going to be boys or girls. I don't think next episode we'll see. I think it's probably going to be a couple of episodes from now. All right, the deed is done. Let's take a test. Let's take a pregnancy test. I want to see if we are expecting babes. If the watcher has decided to bless, she's not pregnant. Oh no, you guys. Oh, and she's sad about it. She failed to conceive. Sometimes it can be harder to expand a family than hoped for. You know what, ma'am? You have had quite a lot of children, but that would be hard. Like, infertility would be hard if you felt like this was really supposed to be the way that you honored your deity, the way that you honored your family, and you just couldn't. Okay, round 2. I'm hoping that the watcher smiles on them. I don't want you to go to bed. I want you to take a pregnancy test afterwards. Thank you. All right, the deed is done. The deed is done. Are we pregnant? That is my question. Can you sit here, please, sir? Eating for 2! Yes, you guys. All right, so we have had a wedding. We have had an age up. We've discovered some gender and sexuality preferences for our onyx. We are now expecting, guys. How many babies do you think we're having? Boys, girls, name suggestions. Again, we're doing precious stones. I do have a running list. So I'm so excited, you guys. I'm so excited to meet baby at least number 8 in our family. So Bethy's still got a lot of years of fertility left. So this is far from our last pregnancy, as wild as that is. But otherwise, guys, I'm going to go ahead, put these guys to bed. Oh, he's scooching. Oopsie. That's his side of the bed. Sorry, Beth. I was wrong to direct you there. But otherwise, guys, I will see you on Saturday for a Where Are They Now stream. I hope you guys liked the teaser this last Thursday. Oh no. Is someone passing away? I'm calling to let you know that Blue Joseph has passed away. I'm sorry for the loss of your dear pet. Guys, what an awful way to end the episode. Okay, well, at least he got to live with Jasper for a little bit, Oh, man, that is so sad. Oh, well, guys, during our Where Are They Now live stream, Jasper's going to need a new pet, probably a horse and a dog. So definitely look forward to that. Guys, I look forward to streaming with you tomorrow. I look forward to posting for you next Fundie Friday. In the meantime, guys, you have a wonderful week. And as always, happy simming.